in the whole clique. You said you like me, baby, so come take me shopping. Don't you let them trick you out your spot, you know they plotting. All the shit I'm doing for me, hope that you could top it. Flexing for the grand man, tell him stop it. All the shit I'm doing for me, hope that you could top it. Flexing for the grand man, tell him stop it. All the shit I'm doing for me, hope that you could top it. Flexing for the grand man, tell him stop it. I hope a don't ever feel like I need him. All he need to do is open up his mouth for me to feed him. I'm all the way up at the top, these I don't see him. They still going outside, swear I wouldn't wanna be him. He called my phone, said he was missing his nana. If you getting money, you the type I like, Papa. But if you ain't spending, you ain't getting nada. I'm the type to get some, then I hit him with the baba. Type to get some, then I hit him with the baba. Type to get some, then I hit him with the baba.
You found the new Party 1019, New York's #1 for throwbacks.
Hi guys. So DJ Young Fresh is still not here yet, but y'all see my special guest has walked into the building. Knocka.
Hey.
What up though?
It's our first time meeting in person, right?
Yes, I feel like the boys coming, they be scared of me. They be mad crying. What's up? You like
Nah. You was getting a lot done, so we didn't get the chopping. Yeah.
Yes, but I'm super happy to have you here. I feel like I've watched you like for a while, even though we don't know each other. Like you said, this is our first time meeting in person. Mm-hmm. I've been hearing your name for a while. I got some little stories I want to speak about you. And we definitely going to get into it. But I just want to say thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
I'm happy to have you here. But the first thing I want to say is, what have you been up to? Like, what you be doing?
So 2023, I had made this vow to travel to different countries per month. Mm-hmm. So I did 13 countries in 12 months. Dope. I took a hiatus from music because, for 14 years I've been adamant and focused and on the same goal, and I just felt like, let me give even though I live regardless, but
no, I'm so happy that you said that, because I feel like my whole life is just about work and music, and I feel like I never had time to just focus on myself or just travel or just stuff that don't got to do with work. I've never had that moment for the past, like you said, 14 years that I've just been, just focused on the goal, and it's is that all life is about?
You're right. And I want, it's exactly that. And when, going to these different countries, I want to say, first of all, United States is we're blessed. I know that we have a lot of complaints and a lot of things still has to get better. But when you look at the conditions of how these people live in other countries, is we're definitely fortunate where we come from. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You'll literally see just something simple as women's shelters here. It's a blessing, because in foreign countries, you'll see women with 4 or 5 kids on the floor. There's no place to put these people. It's literally a you don't work, you don't eat type of place. And if you're unfortunate, you're unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? And the same jobs that they have over there, that we have over here, making about $26 an hour, these people was making probably cents. You know what I'm saying? So I learned a lot. So
definitely a humbling experience for you.
Definitely humbling. And then also I started a nonprofit organization where it's called It's More to Life Than Your Block, where I was trying to influence these young black kids, that's gang banging or violence or opping and all of that, to see more life. Because I feel like once you expose a person to something different, they see different, they can act on it and have different insight and outlook on life. So what I'm going to do with my nonprofit is I'm going to start getting the funding to take special select kids to a free trip, get them their passports, a free trip out the country, so I can educate them, try to let them see the 7 world wonders, try to let them know, take them to the, protect it, but take them to, the dark side of a country so they can see what's out there. And then I feel like this should inspire and uplift kids to travel and change, their life, because, these kids is dying at an alarming rate.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. I don't even know, we're all in the era of drill music and stuff, I listen to it, I bop to it, or whatever the case may be. But overall, when it comes to it, do I really respect it? Do I not think that it's detrimental to the community a little bit? Yes, I definitely do. So I feel like it's important, and that's why I do what I do to a certain extent. It's like I'm so happy. Sometimes I'm like, I'm getting a little old, but it's like I'm happy that I'm older than the younger girls, because it's like I'm somebody who they, you know, they respect, because it's like, all right, she know what's going on. And it's like, but I'm a little older and a little wiser to be able to like school and spread my knowledge. So I'm grateful for that 100%.
I always said I'd never say it publicly, but to be honest with you, we cannot we can't negate the fact that drill music plays a part. No, whether if it's a major part, minor part, and to all the drill artists, I listen to it. Don't think because I, call myself the king of pain, or I make stress or struggle or just, motivational music, that I like drill. I just know that it plays. I just know that the brain cells just constantly listening to this type of material constantly is going to feed off of it. And I think it plays a part. But in hindsight, we can't stop these kids from also getting their mothers out the hood. You feel what I'm saying? So
right, and that's another thing, because it's like this is the right. It's a gift and a curse, because it's an opportunity for people to make money. Hip hop, period. It's been an opportunity for us as Black people to make money and be successful. I'm pretty sure this is the most money a lot of Black people have seen. You know what I'm saying? From like rap.
And in no history, let's keep it real, because if we're going to discredit them, we got to give them their credit. Did we see this many 16-year-old kids become millionaires, 100,000 in no history? I'm talking about, but aside from, drug dealing and all of that, these kids is literally, this is the generation, Gen Z is the generation that holds the title for minorities to be so young, 16, 22, 20, and be multi-millionaires. 100%. So we also gotta understand that too, but it's a risk that come with it. Sometimes you might not make it to 25, 30, but also in the same Gen Z, it's also the same generation that holds the title for most artists that was killed as far as rappers. They also dying at a long rate as far as incarceration too. So it both plays a part.
So what's the name? Love is gotta show me. Gotta show me. I don't know what love is. Gotta show me. Gotta show me. I don't know what love is. Gotta show me. Gotta show me. I don't know what love is.
Online at party1019.com. This is New York's number one for throwbacks. The new Party 1019, a Nexus radio station.
So that was Rich Ice. Shout out to Harlem. Yeah. We got Harlem in the building.
You got better, man. I wasn't gonna just say it off here.
I would not. Okay,
that's my boy. Yeah, Rich.
Yeah, no, better, he did. He definitely got better. Shout out to Ice. He keeps elevating every year.
Shout out to the whole Icy too, man.
Yeah, shout out to the whole Icy gang. Shout out to SNS. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the whole Harlem. SNS. Yes, I love SNS.
Boy, that's my whole.
Yeah. So yeah, you already know. I feel like the people who have always been like somebody in New York, had a movement, something going on. We all know each other or
That's
heard
right.
of each other. So yeah, SNS was definitely somebody who, was, been outside making moves. And you too.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, I remember you used to have a little team called, not a little team, a big team.
Yeah, it was a big team. Literally a big team. Literally. Yeah.
A big team called $1 Million Babies back in the day. So tell me, how did that come about? Because you just was talking about the nonprofit and how you like helping people. So how did the $1 Million Baby thing come about, and what made you want to start that movement? Because it was a really big movement. I remember like on MySpace, it was just like the people had clothes. It was like a whole big thing.
So at the time, $1 Million Baby came out. It was a lot of teams in Harlem. So each. And I never was big on joining the team. I was always that, the leader to start my own team. And I inherited a lawsuit for $1 million at the time. And a lot of people don't know this, but the name came from, I remember I hit Tiana Taylor and I said, hey, how does it sound? $1 Million Babies. Because I was already known as the guy with the lawsuit. So she was like, man, genius, light bulb, run with it. And then from there on, I just asked ASAP Rocky, like, yo, bro, he was Rocky at the time. I'm like, yo, bro, you running with this name? He said, yeah. I asked my son, Ra, you running with this name? He said, yeah. And that was it. We just started recruiting people. We got so big because I was so flashy. I was flamboyant. I'm older now, I'm much more, you know what I'm saying? But when I was young, I had this chip on my shoulder because I just see how people treated you different when you get money. So it just brought a whole nother side of me, and I had this me against the world, Tupac type of mentality. And so I just started, recruiting people and bringing people down. I didn't care if you was. So I learned this marketing tactic where it was like, whether if you got 400 MySpace friends or 4,000 MySpace friends, strength in numbers, So if I could just get you to come down and we all just start promoting the same type of thing, then it's going to reach a broader audience. And that's what I was on. So $1 Million Babies literally had 50 people, and we used to have like MDB sleepovers. It'd be 50 people in my house, people on the floor, people on my bed, and we used to have everything. We were just like a family after that, if somebody passed, if one of the members family passed, we all came to the funeral. Somebody, or one of them need help with their homework, we all hobbled over and helped them. And it was just like a real family. And then after that, we turned around. It was just like it was popular. It was easy because the attention was already on me, so all I had to do was just shine like look, since y'all watching me, this is the product that I'm pushing. And then it was like I happened to have some lit, Cocky Rocky. I called him Cocky Rocky. Rocky had this, he had this hair slicked down, and he was him. And my son Ra, he was a rapper, so he was him, and we were just doing our own thing. We didn't care if you was swaggy or cornball, whatever. If you was cool, we was rocking with you, and that's it. That was the difference with our team, So we just grabbed everybody from all over, and we was ready to go head on with any team.
Question, because somebody I used to be cool with, they was $1 Million Babies back in the day, and they told me they had to pay to be down.
Oh, cap.
They told me they had to pay for a membership, and I was like, I don't know, that don't sound right. I know about teams or whatever they were saying. So I was gonna ask you, did you have to pay to be a member of $1 Million Babies back in the day?
I swear to you, I never heard that in my pay. What I had to work. First of all, everybody's broke.
Yeah, they said. Well, they was telling me that you had to pay a membership fee.
This is you playing.
I swear to God. I don't got the person on Instagram. I don't know if they got Instagram, but I got them on Twitter, and I'll find them. And I'm gonna be like, remember this?
That's false. What was you?
I thought to be next to you, and I was telling him, I'm like, you got to be next to him. Who is he? I'm in back there.
Right.
Crazy.
No, that's accurate. That's accurate. You got that type of pride though, anyway. Yeah, that's accurate. No, I heard a lot of stuff. I've never heard that. No one never paid, and I will almost guarantee you that guy wasn't even a member. You know what I'm saying? I can almost guarantee you that. There's no way that guy paid to be. I never had that aura. I had to be loved because I was running around with $1 million in my city with no security, Chit. So I had to be loved. I ain't have no security guards. I had $1 million, So I'm running around a small town full of wolves and young cats. That scamming wasn't out like that. None of this stuff was out. So only people that could compare to me was probably a handful of drug dealers and old hip hop artists. So what was you able to pay to even get initiated, and how? This was mommy's money time. So he must have got money from his mom to pay me? Nah,
well, he was saying he was working so hard. I think it was like back in the day he had a job.
He was your boo? Yeah,
it was not my boo.
Oh, okay.
My boo would not be paying to be a no.
There you go. Because
y'all already know.
He was trying to impress you, Chit. He must have been. Because there's no way he lied like that. He lied. But yeah, $1 Million Babies was just it was just about us aspiring to. If you wasn't actually a person that had $1 million, then you was a person that was just trying to get $1 million. And it's ironic how the baby got $1 billion babies. It's just it's beautiful. And then I know it's just great minds think alike. He's all the way from North Carolina. He ain't take.
Yeah, that's why I hate when sometimes people be thinking that somebody be copying them. Because sometimes it's just like, nah, we just sometimes just be like, here.
That be resentment that you ain't take it to where you wanted to take it, and another person came out and just probably thought of an idea of something similar, and now you just want to put out this neck. Nah, not me, man. I rock with the baby, man. I rock with $1 billion babies. You know what I'm saying? Just leave $1 million babies alone. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Right.
That's saying to keep the $1 billion babies. But yeah, nah, man.
So speaking of $1 Million Babies, you actually released a song called $1 Million Baby that had Nicki Minaj and Max B on it.
Yes.
So tell me about that song. How did that song come about? And also, I wanted to know. Well, let's talk about my next question after that. How did that song come about?
You know the story already?
No, I don't. I have no idea. To be honest,
I thought it was a setup.
I'm not the type of person that people have like a huge misconception that I'm the type of person that's like super into like the media and like what's going on, other people's business. But like I'm not. I don't really watch. Like when I first started, like I wanted to be a blogger and like a media personality. I studied like people heavy, like Angie Martinez, Ricky Lake. Like I'm talking about everybody. Jenny Jones. Like just so many people. Miss Info. But once I got in, I never used to watch. I don't really watch other people's podcasts. I don't really watch other people's radio shows. I don't really keep up with a lot of stuff unless it's like directly connected to me. So no, I've never heard the story.
So basically, I hit up Nicki Minaj on MySpace and I said, "Hey, I got this record for you." And this is a crazy story, y'all. This is the truth. I hit up Nicki Minaj. I inboxed her. I said, "Hey, I would like for you to be on this record. I got Max B on it." The truth is this: I didn't have Max B on it, and I hit up Max B and I told him I got Nicki Minaj on it. I didn't have Nicki Minaj on it, so they both said yes because of each other.
Oh,
that's a cold truth, y'all. I didn't, and mind you, I had the funds and I didn't have to pay. Max came to the studio. Nicki did her verse. They sent it in. Nicki Minaj put it on her MySpace page. Max B put it on his MySpace page, and that was just and then he put it on his mixtape, The Wavy Crockett, number 25. I'll never forget. Free Max B, by the way. And then he invited me to do the show at Summer Jam. You know, he had the outside stage. So I got footage with him like that, and that was my first those are my first features. My first features in life. Isn't that crazy?
MySpace was a time. I feel like people don't like MySpace was really a time when it comes to networking. I always say this. I always say if it wasn't for MySpace, I wouldn't know as many people because I feel like MySpace was what really. I'm from Queens, so when I got on MySpace, it was like. Now I'm posting pictures. I'm looking cute. I'm fly. I'm meeting people from uptown. You feel me? I'm meeting people from Brooklyn. I'm meeting more people. People knowing me. Like they're like, oh, okay, that's Step Star Girl on MySpace. But it's just like, yeah, it was definitely an era. And then it's like you was able to play your song on your page. That was a big time for music. Like Nicki Minaj was big in the MySpace era.
And it's crazy how I established a relationship with her after the feature to the point where we had personal conversations. And me and Max B, we actually became really cool. You know? So I, then it was, everybody just, life just went life in, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody went different directions.
When she first moved to Atlanta, I used to talk to her on the phone and, everything else was private conversations. But matter of fact, I'm the guy that gave French Montana's Nicki Minaj number so she could be on New York Minute. He called me. I gave him the number to Nicki Minaj so she could be on New York Minute. And that's a fact right there. So it was just, I was just trying to connect it. And then also, this is another fact, Young B and Nicki Minaj had beef because of the DVD,
Chicken Noodle Soup. Oh, yeah, Chicken Noodle Soup.
I merged both of them on the phone and let them talk it out. That's the only time Young B has ever spoke to her. I merged them on the phone, and Nicki was being grown about it. Young B was being grown about it. And they squashed their beef like that too. So for a second, I was kind of like, yo, tap in. Whatever needs to be cleared. And
yeah, you was like,
I
the
had
president
a
of the streets. Like you just was making it happen for everybody. Yeah, they make a phone call to knock and it could, it could be made happen.
1000%.
But that's why I feel like right now I was when I went on YouTube and I was looking up the $1 Million Baby song. It's like your name is not really on there. You feel me? And that's kind of like was corny to me because I just don't like stuff like that. I just feel like I'm a person that really stands on like integrity, like morals, values, and just certain things because it's like the way you just described the story, it's like y'all would have never even had the feature together if it wasn't for you lying. So it's just like you couldn't put that man's name on the thing. You
Not
feel
to
me?
mention that's a remix. So
Right.
the original song is mine, you know what I'm saying? So for
Mhm.
me not to be on the remix, but I knew, I knew that these people's names was going to swallow my name. I knew it though.
Mhm.
So I understood by doing artists. And at this time, we didn't have platforms to speak out. And I
Right.
didn't care. I just really wanted to be heard. I promise you, I've probably
Right, and it's like you
lost.
already had your own motion, so it wasn't that big or whatever the case may
I have
be.
no bitterness in me, Chit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, bro, at the end of the day, it's like, yo, man, I got to wake my mother up and she got to hear me on the radio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
right.
that was the, DJ Envy played there. He was the first the DJ to play. And then, it started spinning. Aaron Reed, was helping out. And I was going down to the studio with him and some guy named Rich Hill, that's Tommy Hilfiger's son. And, they were showing love and everything was just going out as planned. And their careers just took off. And I just knew I had but I still needed to form myself as an artist though. So I wasn't ready for the fame at that time, honestly, to be honest with you. I had the money and I had the looks and I had the swag, but I didn't have the lyrics and the flow. I didn't have it, to be honest. I'm glad I wasn't.
But you still made a hit, so
yeah, I did.
Right.
Thank God.
I feel like it's probably more the mentality thing.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm optimistic. So you see how like another artist probably would have took these things as, with me it's just what's next. Everything with me is just what's next. I got so much of a great personality. It's like even when I did Fair Time, anything when I lost my mom, everything I had to bounce back from. I just was like, just stay optimistic. Like I don't think nothing happens to you. Nothing happens to you. It happens for you. So
100%. I agree. I feel like everything happens for a reason. It's all a part of your journey. Your story just makes it better. With that being said, we're gonna get into some more music, and then I want to get back into
Eastside.
Your vacations. Yeah.
You found the new Party One.
We're back. Can y'all believe that Knocka got no clean music for us to spin tonight?
You gonna put that on the air? It's crazy.
I'm just saying, no, because I cursed. Oh, sorry, but he don't have no clean music for us to play, and literally, no, because we were talking about this last episode about artists not having clean music. I'm not even gonna lie, my own artists don't have clean music for me to play.
I have clean music, right, guys? But I got clean old music, and being that I revamped myself for 2024 to start working on new music, I have nothing new clean. You know what I'm saying? Because 2023, I took a hiatus. You wasn't here for us, but I was traveling the country. I did like 13 countries in a year last year. So this year, I'm focused on just music. I took a hiatus to just get my mind right and just, try to travel the world. But this year, I'm definitely dropping some records. I'm definitely getting the clean records. Of course, y'all know I've been in this too long to not have clean records.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm shocked at that. I was shocked at that. I'm not gonna lie.
I wouldn't want to give you a 2022 clean record. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Respect, because I was complaining about that last episode too. Like, stop sending me y'all year-old records talking about Chit-Chat, play this. You feel me? But that's what I want to get into. What do you feel like has been your biggest lesson that you have learned, like from back then when $1 Million Baby came out to now?
To be honest with you, you have to be selfish until you get in a position to where you could be selfless.
That's a message.
When I had that $1 million, y'all, I was taking care of everybody. Everybody was good. Whatever you need. $700 jeans at a time where we was wearing $200 jeans. I made sure everybody was good. I fed everybody. Did you know that when I went to, it was Washington Mutual at the time, but now it's Chase. They told me I spent $37,000 on fast food. This is taking care of 50 people. I spent $37,000 taking care. So I learned that. And then when I went broke, y'all, none of these people was around me. The only person that was able to save me was Rocky, because it seemed like when I fell off a couple years later, he picked up. So I'm thinking, the world ain't even got to know I went broke. He about to pick up, and then we had a fallout. You know what I'm saying? And we passed that. That's my boy now. It's not like a Instagram thing. We back cool now. But it took a while to get there, and he reached out. Yeah, mind you, he didn't have to. Let's be real, So we good now, and but I'm just saying, like and he told me I'm his billboard for what not to do, and we've seen that happen with Mike Tyson. We've seen that happen with MC Hammer. Everybody that was the generous people die broke. So don't let nobody tell y'all that you have to give an explanation of why you saying no, or let somebody tell you you're not a real N because you no. Because you got to remember that no, they don't understand that you're trying to prep yourself to be in a position to where you can tell them yes forever. Just no today. Just hold on, bro. I might not got it for you right now, but just take these couple no's, and in a minute, I'm going to be able to tell you yes forever. Just hold on. But some people don't have the patience, and they count in your pockets. But that already go to show that this person shouldn't be in your circle. No's is supposed to be taken with the same appreciation as a yes. The way you was just as happy to accept my no, be the same. I mean, my yeses be the same with my no's. Because if you know my intentions, then you know I will. So if I'm not, then you know I can't. It's just supposed to be. But you thinking I won't instead of thinking that I can't. Right. And that's, you don't know what's on my mind. I could have a $70,000 Airbnb plan. I could have any type of thing could be on my radar. But you just worrying about me distracting myself from my primary focus to help you with whatever your primary goal is. It don't work like that. I got to get me straight before I get you right. So if anything I learned, y'all, is selfish to become selfless. I cannot be a philanthropist if I'm broke. I cannot give if I'm broke. I can only help when I am in the position to help. And Jay-Z said it. I couldn't help the poor if I'm one of them. So I got rich, then gave back. That's the win-win. So get yourself into a space to where you ain't got to worry about running down on somebody, right? And getting your money back. Because you'll be in a position to where when you help them, when you gave them that funds, it ain't going to hurt you. Don't never, ever, ever lend something that's going to hurt you or have you chasing somebody for it. At the same time, just tell them no and just keep it there. And then when you get right, y'all, the people that understood and waited around and stuck around, those are the ones that's deserving that yes forever.
Right. So what do you think is the biggest lesson that you've learned from like your fallout and friendship with like A$AP Rocky?
To be honest with you, I'm going to say something I don't think a lot of men would agree with. My fallout with Rocky was, I had rights to feel the way I felt, but it was also bitterness and jealousy. And not a lot of men gonna admit that. I was jealous of my dog because I felt like, because think about it. Jealousy,
you was kind of lit before him.
I was lit before him. So it's kind of like how I'm lit first and then you blow up and then you don't come get me. You know what I'm saying? So it was a jealous feeling, but I realized that it became jealous not because I wanted his spot or wanted to be in his spot. I was jealous in a format where I wanted to say, yo, bro, I'm not understanding. I'm not processing this right. Because only way I'm supposed to feel good is I'm supposed to feel good whether I'm with you or not around you. I'm supposed to be happy for you. And I wasn't, because I wasn't around. But that doesn't negate the fact that I'm supposed to be happy for you. So that's where I knew that part I was jealous of. And as far as him doing this thing, I was happy. But he also cut me out of I missed a lot of things because of our hardship and friendship, because I couldn't see you go on tour. I couldn't see you talk fly. I couldn't see you sell out of 50,000 pack people who sold out stadium. I couldn't see these things. Everything that was happening for you, I couldn't watch these things transition. So I kind of suffocated myself by dissing them. You know what I'm saying? And when I dissed them, it was how I felt. I wasn't trying to hurt or tarnish his name or his career. I was just trying to get the story out there saying, hey, look at me. I was the one, and now he's the one. So never get too cocky too. And you also want to know the truth about me and Rocky. I used to try to change his style. I used to try to tell him, yo, bro, stop that alternative-ish, bro. Come on, bro. Yo, talk your fly it, because Rocky been fly. This guy Ben was dressing Rick Owen. We talking 06. He been doing that. That's one thing you can't take from him. And, I wanted him to talk more. And I realized that. That's why it's hard for me to critique people's music now, because I don't know what might work.
Oh, my God. That's me, too. I'm not going to lie, because I feel like there's so many people that I have said that was trash, or people that were trash before, but it's like they worked so hard and they got better. So it's just like, I don't say nobody's trash no more. Before, I don't rate nobody. I'm like, oh, she sucks. I just be like, if she's working, she's doing her thing, I'm putting respect on her name because she could get better.
And I think that what you're doing is perfect, because the best way to tell a person that you don't like their music is just tell them it ain't for you, because it could just not be for you, but it doesn't mean that it's not for That's it. That's my thing. I don't tell nobody they trash. I don't tell nobody they whack. I don't have no ops out there, so I don't got no reason to. people make music that's probably for others, but if they ask me for my personal opinion, I'll just say this particular record ain't for me. It ain't my type of music.
So what do you think are like the qualities that goes into being like a great friend?
Oh, Tom, and let me tell you the biggest thing, y'all. Listening. Sometimes your friend calls you and you so much want to change their life and you want better for them. You interrupting you and you trying to insert things that they should change and aspects and you want it, you know what's better for them. Like, let's say if you got a friend who's dealing with a guy, you don't want her to deal with this guy no more, and you start to stop taking it personal. Sometimes your friends just want to vent, y'all. Just give them your ear. No interruptions. Just hear them out. So I think it's time, because even if you're in a lot of women too, when they get in relationships, they neglect their friends, because they so busy trying to cater to their man. But the Muslims, I'm not religious, but I study Muslim. I studied the Quran, the Bible.
I studied the Quran too.
I ain't gonna say study because it's a level to it, but I read.
Same thing.
And they say that your friends have rights over you. So I like to take pieces of knowledge from each book and just I embed it in my life. But in the Quran it says like your friends have rights over you. If they demanding your time, if you can make if you can make it available, even though we're friends, we feel like we gain nothing. Sometimes you're building a strong bond with this person just by being there. So showing up and having their back. Friends ain't always, and being honest. That's friendships to me. It's honesty, time, being able to listen. And not take their problems personal. Let them get their life lessons. If you don't want her messing with that dude, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? Let her learn on her own, but you still supposed to be her friend during that stage. Now, you become a problem to yourself when you are befriending people who are not good people. So once they're not healthy for you, you have to know if they're your day 1, day 2, day 3, if they're not healthy, conducive to what you got going on, or beneficial in any way, you have to leave. And people say, I'm here to use people. I use people. I do not misuse people. But I'm here to use everyone. If I can't benefit off of you, if I got Chit-Chat radio coming up, you're not posting it, bro, I just need... It don't matter if when we get them rewards, they feel entitled. But when we in that gym grinding, they not with us. You know what I'm saying?
So can I drop a jewel? Something that
sure.
I heard. I want to say Capella said this when I went to his crib one night. He said we was just talking, and he was like, "Rap music is the only profession that your homeboys or your homegirls want to come in and hang out with you. Like if you was a doctor, firefighter, whatever, they're not coming to come hang out with you. Like, oh, let me come to your job. But this is the only profession where people feel entitled to come and hang out. So that just resonated what you just said.
Hold on. I don't mean to take nothing from them, y'all, but let's be real, y'all. We the only genre where our minorities is where blacks is we're running this, right? But also we come from poverty,
right?
So it's easy to be in another genre and to be successful, and nobody else have that entitlement because they come up from silver spoon homes, y'all. We coming from poverty. We looking for our brother to get out.
If you want to be a doctor or whatever, and you went to school and all that, the same thing with a rapper, DJ or whatever, producer, you still putting in work. People are not putting that work with you, but they are entitled to come sit with Miss Chit-Chat and don't realize what all of blogging and all stuff she did to get to this Party 101.9.
You were supposed to make the keen, sound decision to know what he was good at, because some people might not be good at promoting you, but he might take a bullet for you or dish a bullet for you. So you got some people that played their position, but you never recognized or asked him what his position was. You know what I'm saying? So he feeling like I did the best in my position, and you probably wanted him to do something else, and he came up short there. But he feeling like, yeah, but I'm the same guy that'll you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure that you communicate to your friends your expectations, y'all. So therefore, this mishap can't happen. Just tell them what you on, Sit down. Why? What's wrong with blacks? Why we don't sit down with our friends instead of drinking and smoking? Why we don't sit down and get our papers out and say, hey, let's write down our goals. Let's write down how we can help each other, attack them. We don't have those. The only time we chilling with the bros is...
You know, it's so funny, not to cut you off, but it's just so funny because I'm not cool with like a lot of... Not even I'm not cool with... I'm cool with like people, but it's like I'm not as close with people as I once was. But everybody... all of my friends, people that's ever been cool with me, ever been friends with me, they will tell you, you know, Chit-Chat, or Stephanie, they're gonna say Stephanie. Stephanie asked me to like, you know, do this with her. She asked me to create a blog with her. She asked me to do a radio show with her. She asked me to do this. And it's like all my friends at some point, like I asked them to do something with me, whether it was a business, whatever. You feel me? And it's like, they never followed through. So it's like I had to go my own way on my own thing, and I
built the same thing that happened with Facebook, right? He started it with these guys. These guys didn't want to see it through, and look at what happens. And yeah, but guess what? That should show you Chit-Chat that you doing exactly what's needed to be done, and you moving forward with whatever your desires, and you bringing your dreams to fruition. Because once people start making those type of statements, you going somewhere positive. Something positive is working in your favor. Because they wouldn't have been saying that if you wasn't prevailing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, let them say that, and I ain't gonna lie, don't feed into it. Don't feed into it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, hey, you know, yeah, I did ask you to do it. You said no. You know what I'm saying? That's what you said. Tell that part. You know what I'm saying? You said no, or you told me yeah, and you never moved forward with it. But we gotta understand that, y'all. Sometimes we get disfocused too, because you know, when things get lit, we got that chip on our shoulder. We start moving with pride and ego, which is the enemy. You know what I'm saying? Ego is the enemy. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny because you need some of your ego. You need some of your pride. So don't get rid of it. You need some, because pride would allow you to, no matter how much you love this person, to tell yourself enough is enough. Without no pride and ego, you just gonna take unlimited amount of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about that. I always said, I'm like, it has to be a balance. People be like, oh, you know, ego is but I'm like, nah, you gotta have a healthy balance if you want to really be like successful in life. Because if you don't have the confidence to do what you gotta do, you feel me? Then it's like,
that's right. You're absolutely right. And I ain't gonna lie, that's all that is. That's all it's, in hip hop, that's all it is. I realized this parade, and I just don't want to join the circus. That's why I stay out the way. I do my own thing. I could travel by myself. I move by myself. I get money by myself. I go around the world. I ain't gonna say by myself because I you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But, but I'm telling you, you know what I mean? But for real, y'all, like, you gotta, it's a circus, y'all, and there's too much prideful people, man. He got this accolade. He got same thing with DJ. If you look at any realm, if you put but that's because we all start, I'm telling y'all, poverty is the enemy, y'all. It's the reason, because you had to go through so much struggles, and so he got this chip on the shoulder for a different reason. Now you want to work with him, but he feeling like nobody wanted to help him. It had nothing to do with you. So now he moving funny. It's all crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't want to join the circus. Everybody got pride. And in all actuality, when Drake and Chris Brown was beefing, we suffered because we ain't getting no guidance. You know what I'm saying? That record came out. This is all that hurts. It hurts the fans. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I tell artists, when y'all beefing, now we can never hear you two guys on the record. Now we can't hear Cardi and Nicki on the record because
look how much time Cam and Mace wasted, and now they doing a show together. Like we could have had mad classes.
There you go. You know what I'm saying?
Mad horse
and that was the. Well, I'm sorry, Steph. And that is the perfect example of pride, because Cam is prideful, Mace is prideful, and that whole beef, that's all it really be, y'all. So you up and coming artists, man, get rid of the pride. If it makes sense, work with your neighbor, man.
Cops and all I smoke is gas. If it's trash, tell a plug. I don't want to take it back, and I'm dead out. I'm dead out. Yeah, I'm dead out. I'm dead out.
And that's a fact, baby.
Billy,
let's go now.
Real New York City, shop right and getting back on all the ops. You ain't from here, then don't come here. We sturdy on my flight.
Billy B, what's up, baby? Let's go now. Whoa.
Broken, got no breach, they trash. But they never in your bag. Sad. Just be cracking out to get these back. And this on my body. I'm the one they wish they had. Billy B, tell the ops I need a bacon, egg, and cheese for the Bever Arizona. on the fruit punch or lemon tea. Yeah, I'm gangsta and aggressive, but I'm bad, it ain't no trees. In the street that I'm packing, keep it on his knees, and I'm that earth. I'm that earth, I'm that earth. I ain't never had to brag, and I ain't never kissed no earth. Bitch, I'm that earth. I ain't never been no
It's DJ Young Fresh, the boss.
Streaming online at party1019.com. This is New York's number one for throwbacks. The new Party 1019, a Nexus radio station.
So that was Dead by Lay Blue and Billy Blue. Shout out to them. 2 blues, 2 times. Brooklyn in the building. Lay Blue is part of GNF. They actually were the openers at the Girl Chat concert. And honestly, they opened up the show and really killed it crazy. I'm not gonna lie, they really did their thing and they made me so proud. So shout out to GNF, shout out to Lay Blue, and they actually, me and Billy B actually host their give back last month. So shout out to that as well. It was definitely vibes in there. Me and Billy had a lot of fun. So shout out to them. So yeah, let's get back to Knocka because he's still here with me rocking out.
Yeah.
So Knocka, what's next for you? Your video just hit, what was it, 2 million? 2 million views.
Organic views.
Organic. He not buying views like y'all.
Nah,
Respectfully. So how did that feel for you?
Well, let's be honest. It didn't even take off because of me or nothing that I did. I just put the record out, and this guy posted it on a TikTok, and so the record did by itself, like I think it was at like 21,000, and then when you wake up in the morning, you know what I mean, and you check your views, and it's just like 60K, 70K, and I said, well, what happened here? So I scrolled down to the comments, and it was this guy said, like if you hear from TikTok. So I went to the comment like, hey, could you send me the link to it? And then I went, and it was like at 2 million views. And then I just hit the guy up like, yo, thank you. You know, I appreciate it. And then we actually became really cool. He's actually a guy that's serving in the military. He's stationed there. And he just liked the message. So stop blaming the white man. I had got a lot of flack from black people. You know, they was calling me a coon and Terry Crews. And, you know what I'm saying? You know how that go. You know what I'm saying? They thought I was just on the white people's side. But really, I was just telling our black folks like, hey, stop calling these people our oppressors. Stop giving them, take accountability. You choose your own fate. You know what I'm saying? And wherever your life goes is because of your decisions. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I wanted people to understand. I understand what transpired 150 years ago. I understand systematic racism still exists. I understand that there's these Caucasians and these some, you know, different people that could become gatekeepers in a lot of fields. But every day it goes. Blacks doing it too, but it don't stop us. You know what I'm saying? If one black person made it, that's enough for any one of us to make. That's it. It's no Illuminati. There's no backstory. It's hard work. It's no luck.
You really believe there's no Illuminati?
No, of course I don't believe in that. I feel like Illuminati is only attached to a black man's success because people can't understand how.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I used to say that. When I first was coming into the game, I used to say like, I feel like every time somebody black is successful, y'all say they connected to the Illuminati, which used to piss me off. So that you saying that is just funny to me. And I don't know how I feel about if I believe the Illuminati in today's day and age. If I believe it's true, if I don't believe in it, if I feel like people really sacrificing people to get money, or I don't know what I think at this point. But I remember I had the same, like, you know.
I want to say this. I don't know what people out there sacrificing. To be honest, right? We don't know. But I'm sacrificing my 2024 to give my hard work, dedication, blood, sweat, and tears into my passion. I can't speak on what nobody else is doing. And you're right.
I respect that.
We shouldn't come on conclusions about what exists and what don't exist. To be honest with you, we ain't making enough money to even know. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what I'm saying.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But at this moment, I'm sacrificing my 2024. No soda, no chilling, no I'm focused on my business credit, my personal credit. I'm focused on my dieting. I'm getting older, and I no clubbing. I've actually been out the clubs for 4 years, and I want to say shout out to the ladies and shout out to the DJs, because a lot of them be barking on me when I say I'm not doing the club thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta go to the club to network. I know, and I'm gonna get there. But to be honest with you, I want to hear your input on that. Is that I don't even make club music. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if I could just, because it's other ways to get your music heard other than going. All right, let me ask you a question. Name 5 people that made it from networking, from going to club to club. Yeah, 5 people.
Club to club, 5 people.
Can you make sure you're speaking into the mic? Because sometimes after edit, I don't.
5 people that started from the ground. I'll be out.
I'll be out.
Shout out to I'll be
I'll
out.
be out.
Shout out to I'll be out.
Yeah, respectfully. Yeah. I like him. I like him too. That's one.
That's for the trenches.
Mm-hmm.
That's number 1. Number 2, one more.
He playing.
No, you cheating. You cheating. Get Hayes in the mix.
We always outside, so we
Yeah.
so much artists. So I'm like, I just play the music, bro.
It plays a part though, right? But I feel like, this day and age, things change. If you just focus on the music and getting it out there, there's no step way of particularly how to get there. If you just put the good music out and you're a good person, you come out vibe, and I feel like you got to show the DJs love if you do step up to the club. A lot of these artists put up to the DJs as if they owe them something. That's like, yo, you know who I am? How does that benefit me? It's either you going, I don't know if it's illegal, so I ain't gonna say that, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, bro, if you're not hitting my hand or you're not even showing me courteous or just respect or building a rapport with me.
In a relationship is everything.
There you go. There you go.
It's either the hand
Hit.
or the relationship.
And that's how I know you don't, because a lot of them ain't gonna admit that, but it's just like, yo, hit his hand.
And then you gotta hit my hand.
And then you gotta remember, just when you hit his hand, you think that when he go to the next spot and the next spot and the next spot, he ain't gonna remember that you hit. Come on, bro. I'll show you love. If he's a thorough one, he's going, you know what I'm saying? But but then now don't get it twisted. You can hit his hand. Now he can play that trash. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, all right, now you're not expecting me to go around the world tour in this record. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If it's trash, I can't help you. You know what I'm saying?
That just gets you in the club.
No matter how many hands you hit, I can't help you.
The first hit gets you in the club.
That first hit, that's it. You know what I mean? And don't expect me to play this whole thing through. We are in the club, y'all.
Like buying a girl a drink, right? You can't just hang around after that.
But I really feel like the networking is imperative, and I do have a lot of, Dave East gave me a free verse. Music Soul Child gave me a free verse. Nicki Minaj, Max B, free. These are $0 verses. French Montana, free Tory Lanez, he gave me a free verse. Free verse. I'm talking about off of just free Tory. Yeah, Tory Lanez gave me a free verse off of Energy. I gotta shout out Bree Beauty. From Love and Hip Hop, Brittany Taylor. She that's my we knew each other since
Free
kids.
Beauty looking like a cutie.
She called me to the studio one time. She did something that a lot of dudes should do. She's like, yo, I'm in the studio. I'm like, all right. She like, Tory Lanez is here. I'm like, I'm on my way. You know what I'm saying? I pulls up. Yo, bro, I got this record. He heard it, and he gave me a verse. You know what I'm saying? He gave me a verse.
Drop it right now.
There you go. I paid French Montana to get on Cocaine DVD. It was the name of the title. It wasn't. Oh, I bet. Because I didn't want to get y'all in no trouble. That's the name. That's the brand name he wanted. And I paid him for it, and he took so long to air my part on one of the DVDs, y'all, that he just called me to the studio like, yo, bro, I'm at what's the studio with Tupac got into that at? Quad. I'm at Quad. Pull up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you a verse. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm done with the DVD era. Right. So I'm like, I bet. You know what I'm saying? And he knew me and Max B was cool. So he like, yo, bro, come. And he did. That was real authentic for him. So, a lot of these people that I've built the rapport with, it's cool. And I don't be trying to get in their spots for free or pull up to where they at. I'm just be laid back, bro. You know what I mean? Just taking it easy. Like, I'm just focused on my craft, bro. Like, I want to get my thing going. You know what I'm saying? Even, my boy Rock, he trying to get me to come to Cali every second. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or, it's just, bro, I'm focused on what I'm focused on right now. Mm-hmm. And then, once I get right,
So if you could sit down and have dinner with anybody dead or alive, who would it be?
Jay-Z.
And why?
Yeah, Jay-Z.
Why?
Yeah, you gotta remember, man. I feel like Jay-Z, he's been pivotal to my whole life because let's understand this, because I think people keep saying the funds, right?
But $250K or Jay-Z?
I'm going with Jay-Z for $0. For $0. $0. You don't. I'm taking. The 200. You could say a mil. This is a man. Life is about accurate decisions, y'all. We looking at a guy who, one time when I was in my house, y'all, I just got in the car. I live upstate now, and I drove all the way to Marcy just to see what this man came out of. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just to feel it.
It took a lot for me to come.
Different over there.
Yo, bro, I came from Wagner Projects, and most of the people where I come from is still there. Mm-hmm. So we talking about a guy that just have a lifelong decision of accurate decisions, just accurate. From Iceberg don't want to pay us, we're gonna start Rock Nation. This Belvedere we gonna start. Cristal don't want to. We're gonna start, bro. We just watched the person. Labels tell me no, we're gonna start our own, and then we're successful at it. So it's the hustler in them that I respect, and mind you, we're not going to even talk about the lyrics. Man, Jay-Z to me is just, I'm not about to sit up here and, I'm not, I'm a fanatic of him. I saw him before. I kept my culture. You want to hear a funny story real quick?
Mm-hmm.
I was invited to 105.1 Powerhouse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't laugh at me, y'all. So we backstage. So Bobby Shmurda, Rowdy Rebel is in there, Trey Songz, Chris Brown. So everybody had to move, like, you know how they say God parted the sea? Mm-hmm. Like everybody had to move when Hove and B was coming, y'all. I promise y'all, when Jay-Z and Beyonce was walking through, y'all, pause. I didn't even peek at Beyonce, bro. Mm-hmm. And I'm going on radio. I didn't even, bro, I was just so looking at a man that I just felt like, yo, bro, I can't wait to be in this position. I can't wait to be in that. I got nothing but love for that man. I respect that man. I don't even know him. I just respect him. And I know coming from Harlem, we proudful. But I just feel like, sometimes you gotta get that gratitude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nah, Chit-Chat be bringing them out. I just be a fan of Chit-Chat. Like, I don't know who she bringing up next. Right. She be like, yo, I got a spinner coming up this weekend. I'm like, I'm on deck.
He didn't even spit though. Next time he come up
stories,
here,
the vibes.
Rap. No, he got a vibe. I'm just happy he
welcome
even
to
came
my city,
here.
homie. Let me introduce you. With CPS, claim to know your kids more than you do. Seeking competition, friends trying to outdo you. It's a difference. I ain't switch up on you. I outgrew you. Once you make it to the top, that's when everything get crucial. People that ain't used to speak claiming that they knew you. Everybody miserable. You wouldn't want to be them. Them dudes all magicians. They'll trick you out your freedom. Cruising down memory lane, I put my signal on. Mama died, homie. I cried until the tissue gone. Couple people did me wrong. I'm a survivor. Could have been an architect. I was built for the drama. The ops spin the block, then we get in them llamas. They lick a shot, we lick back like we exchanging saliva. Retaliation is about physical and strategic. So if you ain't got no discipline, you need it. She in the late 20s, not to mention she fine, y'all. She scammed every bank, now she stuck with a chime card. The fighting and the fussing was a headache to me. I had to leave because it felt like I was begging for peace. But one man's headache is the next man's Tylenol. We ain't gotta speak, just don't get the child involved. The absence of a father brings anger to a child. You gotta recognize the problem or the kid becomes Val. I think I'm narcissistic, man, I better get help. I downloaded FanDuel just to bet on myself. I made bad decisions. I'm seeing them things through. It's turbulence in my life. You can see it in plain view. The things that we don't understand, we criticize. I'd rather slap you with the truth than kiss you with the lies. Spend it all. Make it back tomorrow was a mind state. Rent start getting too high. We raise the crime rate. The rich stay rich by pretending to be poor. The poor stay poor by pretending to be rich. I took care of kids that wasn't mine. That's commendable as ish. Can't put your faith in no chick. They got the tendency to switch. I did a lot of favors and you know I ain't have to. They could have said thank you, but they said I ain't asked you. My little sister was my heart. I would have given my rib to her. Now she talking crazy after all that I did for her. All you got is your girl, man. You loneliest. I might have tripped a couple times, but when you know me to fail. Give a F what she say, I do what I've been doing. I ain't worried about street cred, I'm focused on TransUnion. Man, all right, that's it.
Woo, woo, no, yes.
Can't use street credit in the bank, baby.
He said she ended up scamming and she got a chime card. No, because I be telling the girls, y'all got no bank account, baby. It's not you.
They saying who that?
Shout out to Knocka, bro, for coming through, pulling up. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Shout out to the whole Harlem. Shout out to Knocka for coming through, sliding through. Shout out to everybody that's been showing us love on Instagram. Shout out to Ball Out Records. Shout out to Check My Accounts. Shout out to Tiffy because she been showing us mad love on Instagram. Just shout out to everybody.
Do not put my verse on your records. Coming in for 125%. That is for Chit Chat. Do not put my verse on your records.
I'm gonna remember his boss. Y'all know I know music. I'm gonna remember his boss.
Yo.
If I hear, I'm calling him.
That's called Nature, man. And that record was literally wrote for you, and then I was gonna put it into a song and then drop it as a song, but I didn't bring the beat, so I knew you was mad at me. So I said, let them get the acapella. Then that.
Yes. This was a good episode. This was a good combo. Even though I came in on hots because
she was mad. She was mad.
I was being,
she unbalanced without Fresh.
Even
with DWI, I'm the guy, and it's still like, yo,
I've been knowing him forever.
Like on me, I say, yo,
he know the vibe.
Yo, Chad,
Swerve, it's your fault, Swerve.
We had a long week.
No, I know you've been outside. I'm so proud of you. You be everywhere, for real. But it was just so funny because I was
I ain't think nothing of it too. I don't want you to think we was in here. I was just chilling, like
he was chilling. I was like, I know he was like,
he come. Well, I see her get. She got the long nails, so she click on the screen, like yo, the screen. she was not playing, like yo, this thing not working. She said, I gotta see myself. You know what I'm saying? She was getting in her groove.
Listen. When Cha-Cha started, I said, Cha-Cha, I'm giving you the royal treatment. Like, I got to, like, so she goes, she's the only one that can scream on me. Let's get that correct, all right?
Yeah, shout out to everybody. It was an amazing show. Until next Sunday I'm not gonna be here because I'm being in Cali. But Fresh is gonna be here, so make sure y'all tune in. And who's pulling up on Fresh?
It's DJ Young Fresh, the boss.
Oh no! Not too many hoodlums in the building, okay? Y'all already know the vibe. I love y'all, and we out.
Knocka.
Chit-Chat Radio. Each and every Sunday, DJ Young Fresh. Shout out to that boy Knocka. Our Radio Party 101.9. Let's do it, baby.
And